washed it.
Mine's a 2004 Yukon with every single thing you could get on them. Leather, third row, rear air, every damn thing you get. And I got it the day it rolled off the truck. And it's over 20 years old now.
Has it got that automatic fuel management system?
I don't think so. I don't guess it does.
Well, if it don't, you need to keep it.
Oh, well, it's a 2004. It's not ringing a bell that it has that. They didn't, I don't think they started that till 2006, Randy.
I don't know.
When I was looking up pickup trucks about getting one and stuff, I saw about that active fuel management and all that stuff. And I think it's 2006. Then they had problems with it, and I think all the new ones are going there and basically deleted in the software. I mean, mine ain't got a dent or scratch on it, and it's the seat is the only thing that's got a worn spot on it, and otherwise it's still in great shape. It's like it's a truck, and I'll keep it till I can't fix it again. I'll drive it till it drops.
You really can't exactly delete it, Carl. I mean, you can make it where it doesn't shut those cylinders off, but the valve spring pressure on those cylinders is different from the other four.
Yeah, you have to. What's that? They've got delete kits, but you have to go in there and basically pull the heads and do all this stuff to do it.
Yeah. You can buy something to make it quit doing it, just plug right in the serial port. But you still got those, they're not the same. The cylinders don't do the same amount of work.
Sounds to me like it's as big a pain in the ass as ABS braking systems.
Well, when they first started out with them, had a problem with the way the oil was splashed out, around in the oil pan. I forget what it was, but they had some oiling issues with the first ones that had to straighten that out. The problem with them is, even to this day, my understanding is 100,000 miles and they're just shot. The cams wear out in them. Whereas just a good old plain old 350, you can drive them probably 500,000 miles if you keep the oil changed in them. I know I drove a couple of them 250 and they still had as much power as they ever did, didn't burn any oil or anything. I ran synthetic in them and Mobil 1 in them.
Well, I just got marching orders. My wife got up. She said I got to go wash the. Oh, I ain't gonna get. Hey, y'all have a good K4KMD.
Next time, give her a sleeping pill so she don't wake up to maybe lunchtime.
Yeah.
See you, Ken. What are they gonna do to your shoulder, John? Anything?
No, they ain't do nothing. I just put ice on it every night while I'm awake, and that's about it. And I hope it'll heal. It's been a month.
So it went back in on its own?
I guess. I don't know. Wearing that sling, I don't know. But it's back in place. He showed me on the MRI. Need to wash my step.
Yeah, my wife fell down the steps the other day. She's darn lucky. Didn't break anything.
It ain't hard to do.
Yeah.
tried to get my son to rake the yard. I couldn't do it.
And you run a zero turn?
Yep. I got to rest my elbow on the armrest and move it with my fingers.
Yeah. It was a guy who used to come up to the lake and ski some. He was right amazing. He didn't have but one arm. He lost one of them in a car wreck. But he could slalom ski with one arm.
But that arm is strong.
But he had a mowing service, and he'd run that zero turn with one hand. Just got used to doing it.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be a pretty day here. I don't think they're calling for no rain today. If it is, it's gonna be late. You can stand the pollen.
Yeah, I need to mow my yard. I ain't excited about it. I wonder what it would do if I just went one summer and didn't mow it. Oh my God.
Oh, weeds.
Oh, I can keep the weeds out. That ain't a problem.
Get your goat.
Yeah.
About a minute ago, unconsciously, I reached in the cabinet for the measuring cup with my right arm. Oh, it don't work.
I didn't realize a diabetic couldn't take steroids.
No, if I would have taken that shot at 12 o'clock by that evening, my sugar would have been 400.
Really?
Yep. He should have known that. He should have read my chart.
Well, it's kind of like I had that tooth pulled, and I asked that girl if I needed to quit taking blood thinners. And she said, well, normally we would go through your doctor and get there okay. She said, why didn't you tell us about it? And I said, well, it's right there in my chart. I said, if you're not going to look at it, why do you ask me?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that doctor spent a whole 3 minutes with me.
Yeah. You know, the doctor that I normally go to, just my primary care physician, he's a pretty cool guy. And they had me back there in the room, and he was he was seeing the guy in the room next to me, and he's one of those guys probably hard of hearing, so he halfway hollers when he's talking. And he was like on and on and on and on. And then I think I was probably the last appointment for the day, and he came in the door and apologized for being late. And I told him, I said, yeah, I said, I was listening to it. You know, for a minute I could hear y'all in there. And he said, it's been like that all day.
A4JTY. Yeah, my doctor, she's moving to Texas. I got to find another primary doctor now.
That's what I told this guy when I first started going to him. I said, I want a doctor that's going to outlive me. I don't like change. KM4AH.
And 4MTC.
Yeah, I think I'll try to find one closer to the house here. There's a bunch of new places popped up over here, so.
Check your insurance company.
Yeah, I know. It makes a difference.
Hey, Randy, did you hear they've got a pill now that you can take that'll kill ticks? I did not, but I've always wondered why they didn't. You know, I've already got one off me. I got one off me the other day that had already got enough of a bite that it itched. Yeah, before I found him. It was still March.
be a long summer.
They had a vaccine for Lyme disease too, and I think they tried it some in, I don't know whether it was part of the United States or maybe in Canada, but apparently people were complaining about side effects. And then you've still got a pretty good segment of the medical industry or whatever that thinks that chronic Lyme disease is there's no such thing.
Right.
But you know, you give dogs whatever deals kill ticks and fleas. They just you'll find them on your dog dead. I don't know why they couldn't give people the same thing.
K4SIG.
I'm outside the reason why I don't have Lyme disease is because there's just none of it around here yet.
Who was it that got it? Somebody on here got Lyme disease one time.
Well, my wife's had it. She still takes. She's probably been taking antibiotics for 10 years.
It might have been you, your wife.
Yeah. I don't know whether or not she's over it, or it's kind of hard to tell. One of the things they go by is if you take antibiotics, whether or not you have a Herx reaction. It's spelled something like HOESCHESD or something like that. Somebody's name, I'm sure, but anyhow, when you take antibiotics and you have a lot of bacteria in your system that it kills, you have a reaction where you basically break out in a fever and sweat and all like that. And when you get to where you don't have a reaction from taking those antibiotics, then that's a good indication that maybe you're rid of it. It hides in your joints, and it's a spirochete bacteria, and it's got all kinds of ways to protect itself. I don't know if she quit taking all that stuff, whether she's actually over it or not.
Well, turkey season opens the 30th here.
You gonna be able to shoot a shotgun left-handed?
I think I can.
Hey, probably. I've killed several deer left-handed.
Me too.
You know, be up in a tree stand where you couldn't get turned around without them seeing you.
Yep, done that. Been there and done that.
Ain't nothing like shooting a 300 Weatherby left-handed.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, man. You get scoped.
Yeah, if you ain't careful, you gotta really concentrate on it.
I've never been scoped by my 300, but my 270 got me one time.
You know, the only one that's ever got me was a 8mm Mauser. It had an old Galaxy scope on it. I bought it from my cousin for $40. And I was trying to, sight the scope in, and it was shooting all over the place. And I finally decided I was holding it too tight. So I decided I'd just hold it real loose, you know. That was a bad idea.
Mistake.
That 7mm put an ass whipping on you?
No, it wasn't a 7, it was an 8. They're not particularly strong. I mean, they don't kick any worse than a 30-06. But I was just holding it, you know, really, really light.
I witnessed a guy shoot a 300 mag that belonged to a friend of mine. It was a Weatherby. He wanted to buy it. He said, "You drop this son of a bitch, it's $12,000 whether you buy it or you drop it. You will not walk away from here owing me." And Chris grabbed that gun and leaned over Chief's truck. They had a carpet up there, had a little shooting pad. When Chris pulled the trigger on that 300 mag, she done jumped back about 10 inches and caught him right dead square in the eye with that scope. And it cut a perfect circle. He had to be rushed to the hospital for stitches.
Hell, he didn't have any business shooting it to start with, don't sound like.
That's fact. That same thing Chief said. He said, "That's a man's gun. That's not a boy's gun. You need to go back to 22 rifle." Well, that pissed Chris off when he said that.
Hey, Randy, you know anything about bore scopes?
I never have messed with them because all I've ever used was really, other than of course that AR, but all the guns I've ever used were bolt actions.
Yeah.
And you can take the bolt out and just look down the barrel, take you a tennis ball or something out there about 50 yards away, and you can get on paper just fine with that.
Well, I'm talking about looking at the riflings inside the barrels.
Oh, no, I've never had one. Hell, I wouldn't know what I was looking at.
Bruce, I got it looks like a snake, but it's an actual camera that you can stick down inside the barrel and look at the rifle.
Well, does it hook to your computer, or has it got its own monitor?
Has its own monitor. It's got a 48-inch light cable that will go down the barrel. You can look at the rifling and anything damage-wise on the inside. Has an LED light that lightens up like a freight train inside that barrel.
M4AH.
M4 MTC.
K4 JGY. You know, back in the day, I guess when people were poor, usually your erosion's going to be in the throat.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they would actually, those gunsmiths would take and cut off maybe half-inch or 3/4 of an inch off the breech end of the barrel and rethread it.
Yep.
Shoot, it's simpler nowadays, just put a new barrel on it.
Did you get that email I sent you yesterday?
I don't know. I ain't even turned the computer on.
Might want to look. I'm going to get off here. It's after 9 o'clock. I'll go across the hall and contemplate life as a whole. N4 MTC.
I think you're doing the same thing, Bruce. We'll catch you a little bit later on to be safe. We'll catch y'all later, Randy, and anybody else on the frequency 73s. I'm going to get my day started. KI4UEG, we go.
Hey, Bruce, Charles. There's somebody else left, Randy. We might as well go too.
Randy.
JPY.
Bye, John.
Here, Marco.
I don't have an email from you, Bruce. Just send it to my phone.
Let me check.
I'll send it again if you don't mind.
Okay, I'll send it again.
Alright. In my computer or my phone?
Triad.
Yep, that's a computer. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and go walk stupid, I reckon. So, see y'all, Camp 4AH.
Trying to measure switches up, but that's all I got first time. This time around, I may do one and done. If I'm in the 73s, everybody gets off and everybody thanks Melvin for calling in. If not, I will try to if I get done and before it comes back around, I'll be here. But Melvin, I don't remember who was after me, so if you could, whoever it is, take it away. M4, MTE.
Okay, 4 KBJ. Take it away, sir.
Was coming in just from Florida, and Dr. Dave, 1814, was coming in just from Florida.
Well, have a great day, Art. We'll catch you later on. Art 73, my friend. Have a good day. Man, you guys are on upper side, below us, and coming right to our pass, man. So, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Oh, great to hear you, man. Don't hear you that often. And, Art, you have a great day. I'll swing by. Working all the way down. Yeah, I'm turning all the way down. That's amazing. You know, for what it, you know, I have a lot of respect for guys who do that, and yeah, especially those who really pay the high price for it. And I know 3 guys actually who were also submariners. So it's kind of funny because I almost became one, but those guys actually did it. One of them was actually a captain of a submarine, the USS Phoenix. And which was an attack sub, you know, and he was active, I think, back in the 80s also, I think in the 70s and 80s, I think, was when he was doing that, and yeah, my hat's off to those guys. I mean, boy, it's a tough job, and yeah, especially the guys who are in the Army and over in Afghanistan and Iraq and all that, boy, some of those guys have really paid a high price for doing that, and you know, appreciate what they've done. And so, yeah, Joe, I'm running a ICOM 7300 here, just barefoot 100 watts into a W, you can't get the guys call sign straight, I think it's W5 GI, a mystery antenna. It's one of those dipoles that's kind of made out of wire combined with coax, you know, so you get a little bit of capacitance, I guess, in there from the shield, and so it kind of works pretty good for me, especially on port.
Weekend, nobody can hear me, not even you.
I'm sorry, I don't make fun of that RA. I love that RA.
I know I was calling you, and you go like the W4, what do you say, W4AKL?
No, I would have recognized your voice. That had to have been Brian. Boy, it's funny, we were talking about HP3AK, and all of a sudden I started getting text messages from Brian.
Wait a minute, he's texting you and he's sitting right next to you?
No, I'm right now. He's not here. He's texting me from his home, but he just started.
Oh, okay.
He sent me a copy of John Laney's email that I already had from the Southeast Contest Club, and he said, you saw the ZF1A video, right? And I said, no. He said, okay, I'll send it to you. When I first got his email, I thought he was going to say, I'm sitting there listening to you on 7138. But he's not.
Yeah, I have seen that video posted. I have not watched it, though. I'll have to watch it sometime today.
Yeah, he was going to send me a link to it. And it's funny, when John Laney had sent out an email said he had overlooked HP3AK, he said that was run by a duo of Southeast Contest Club members. I thought, am I a member of SECC? I went up there and registered right quick, and now I was going to go register right quick. When I went to register, it said you're already a member.
Yeah, I think once you're a member, you're always a member. You can't get out.
That's like another service.
Well, the Hotel California, you check in, but you cannot check out.
Yeah, or the Hells Angels.
Well, that's true.
Once a member, always a member.
That is it.
Well, I wish Glenn was closer. I'd help him with his radiator. I wish you were closer. I'd help you. Wait a minute, I am going to help you with your tower.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm not going to dig a hole, though. I'll just tell you that up front.
Well, yeah, I gotta find somebody to do that and get the base and the rebar and that base unit. Yeah, I gotta figure all that out.
Yeah, you you need to figure out where you go, your local go find your day laborers.
Yeah, Mary's pushing me pretty hard to put that tower up. How many hams can you say their wife is bugging them to put a tower up?
Not very many. You're very fortunate man.
Yes, I am. Oh, geez, a swimming pool. Ugh. That just sounds like a lot of work. Of course, so does the tower.
Well, but, you know, KC has climbed, she'll climb my tower for me, Sherman.
Yeah, she has. I remember that. Yeah, Mary draws the line there. She won't climb the tower. Well, she did. She did climb. Yeah, you did climb it. Yeah, Mary's over here listening now. She finally got out of bed. She did climb it to get on the roof.
Yeah, KC climbed it. She went up. I forgot what she was doing up there, but.
I've got one of those attached to the house that I can like to get on the roof.
I'll have to send you a picture of my new desk, Steve.
Yeah, do that. Are you back? I thought you were leaving.
Back from what?
Oh, your new day. Oh, yeah. I heard you say earlier it was a card table or something?
Well, yeah. You know, I thought I sent you a picture of of me up here.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go look. Text message.
Well, I can send you the old and the new, I guess. No, I haven't sent it yet. It's got LED lights. I can do all these different colors.
Gotcha.
Hang on a second. I can put my headset down. All right, Mary, let's take a picture here.
I just sent you a picture of my desk.
Oh, no, Mary's been out. Now Mary's turned her, she's down behind me now. Getting a couple different angles here. It's called a gaming desk on Amazon.
Yeah, well, that's what you said. Mary told you to start looking at gaming desks.
Well, Mary found it. She found this desk. And the other one came in. And hang on a second. I got yours. Very nice. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, here we go.
I sent you another picture.
And I can make this thing look like a discotheque with that LED strip going.
You need to get them to blinking when you're on CW.
Well, it will. It has like I guess you can use a microphone or something, and it'll blink with sound.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's kind of frenetic, though. Let me see. I think I got, this is not available. Oh, here we go.
I sent you another picture.
Send me another picture there. Look at that. Holy cow.
Holy cow. Oh, I got pictures.
That's gum. I guess you want to be heard, and then I'll show you.
Oh, look at that desk.
Yeah, you should have had a picture of the old desk. Let's see.
did have a picture of the old desk. I don't have the disco desk.
Yeah, that's a disco desk.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, Mary taking your pictures.
Yeah. Took pictures.
And Casey's like Mary. She supports it. And, we'll be like doing something. She says, why don't you go get on your radio?
Yeah, leave me alone.
I don't know. Well, I wasn't going to say it. I'm not sure if that's what that meant.
Yeah, I figured you just didn't say that. Get on your radio and leave me alone. You just left out the leave me alone part.
Well, see, I'm thinking more like she's concerned for my happiness and well-being.
Oh, okay.
Either that or you're looking way too restless, so she knows you're going to do it anyway.
I'm with you, Bobo. All right, Sherman, so here we go, going barefoot. W4ATL, K4JPD, I'm out.
Oh, yeah, well, I still copy you, but you're a whole lot weaker.
Yeah, the band's gone between us.
Well, I was funding. I cut the power down to 7 watts.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm at, this is 200.
Yeah, you're 10 over with 200. You were about S7 with 20.
Yeah, that's as low as it would go. I'm turning it down again. That's, see how much it says this is. Hello, radio. 8 watts. 8 watts. That's as low as it would go.
Yep. Well, there you go. It's S7, and my noise level's right at S6.
Okay, that's back to 100. Well, I've got it up turned up wide open. It's 191 watts.
You just turned into JVR.
Oh, no. Just barely readable?
That's it.
Oh, boy.
All right, let me go back to the Beam on Bob. Beam on Bob and 200 watts.
I feel bad about doing that to old Ray.
Yeah, oh, he was a good guy. That was really, so he had several things that really upset him and I'd say made his final days on Earth not very good.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's it. I really feel for him. When all of it, he was going through. Yeah, it shouldn't happen to anybody, Bob. Absolutely.
They all go tribal on you.
Hey, Sherman, I'm surprised you don't have any echoes from your room, from your station, but maybe that boom mic is keeping echoes down.
Well, I did when I first got in here with the card table. It was kind of echoey, but now I've got throw rugs. I've got some furniture in here, so it's helping out a lot.
Oh, yeah, well, the throw rugs would do it.
Yeah, so there's a pretty big rug here now, and we're getting stuff in here, so it's not near as echoey, is it, Mayor? Yeah, Mayor says no.
Let me tell you what I did. I went online on Amazon and bought. I did a Google search for Sonox, SONOX, which is soundproofing material, and they sell for $29. They sell a package, and it's mashed down into like it's not even 6 inches thick, but it's like the soundproofing material. And I ordered that from Amazon, and I got that in, and I mounted it underneath all of the amplifiers so that it take the vibration out of the desktop. And then I lined down the side of the amplifiers with a Sonox, and lined around the window frame with Sonox to try to absorb some of the either the echo or the noise of the blower and the amplifiers. And I think you don't hear a lot of noise, I hope.
No, I don't hear anything. You sound good.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here and get some coffee and I will catch up with you later.
Bye, Bob.
PTO going that way.
Bye, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
Bye, guys. I think they were going to leash them.
I know.
Wait a minute. Hold on to wait until I get halfway down the hall.
He's still there.
He was still there. Uh-oh. W4ATL. Oh, boy. Yeah, Mary and I, we put in 3 cabinets in the laundry room yesterday.
But what in the laundry room?
Cabinets for the, just to store stuff. 3 of them. We bought them from IKEA, assembled them, and installed them on the wall.
Oh, yeah, up above the washing machine, maybe, where you keep your tide?
Well, no, it's just in the room. We haven't put any shelf or anything above there, but they're floor mounted, but I attach them to the wall.
I throw out, and for this work, cheap dollars spent, is I use the steel reinforced hoses all for the washing machine, for the hot water and the cold water. And that's a simple $20 expenditure that'll keep you from having to flood it out.
Yeah. That's what we've got here. That's pretty much what they have there at the Home Depot and all is the steel stuff.
Yeah. And then I've got tie wrap that's got I've got the tie wrap around the drain hose going up there, and I've got it tie wrapped to the hole so it won't blow out. You'd be surprised how many people you hear of the washing machines flooding their house.
Yeah, ours is tie wrapped here.
Okay, well, you're good to go. You already got your washer dryer in?
Yeah, we got the washer dryer in. That was about 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. We finally broke down and did that because we got tired of hauling clothes back and forth.
Yeah, that tired me out pretty quick.
Yeah, it was tiring us out pretty quick. No, this is like a real house now, except I just need antennas.
Where's your RA? Did you say it's up on how tall is that post? About 10 foot?
You look straight out. You probably can't in those pictures. The pictures I have, you probably could see it.
I see your driveway. I see a car sitting in the driveway.
Look at the other picture.
I'm looking at the side picture now.
Yeah, look at the other picture, and that's where the radio is. If you go straight out from looking at the radio, that's where the antenna is. Hang on a second.
I see a little bush out there, like a small Bradford pear tree or something.
Yeah, that's where the antenna is, but before that tree. Hang on a second. I got to pull the shade up. That's what we also did. We put shades in here, because the sun was blinding me.
Is it right? I think in that picture I'm looking at is right over the top of your laptop, right to the left of the window post.
That's it.
I think I can see it.
Well, you're going to really see it now. Hang on. I took the picture, but it's not there. Just do it this way. Okay, there you go.
Oh, wait. I see it. It's right over the top of your, whatever you're drinking out of that clear cup there. I see the antenna. It looks like it's only, what's that, a post, about 5 or 6 feet tall?
Well, there's a post. I don't know, that's about 4 feet, and then that's where the mount is that I can lower it, and then there's another post that's about I don't know, 5 or 6 feet. So it's about 10 feet total up in the air, but more than that.
You know, I'm looking at it now, and I got your picture. So I am surprised, I am amazed that you don't have RFI no further away than it is. K4JPD.
W4ATL.
I'm surprised you don't blow away your electronics in the house.
No? Well, I'm only running 500 watts.
What do you mean I'm only running 5? What does that mean?
Well, I've heard other people do more.
Delete that picture.
Okay, I'll delete that picture.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I told you, my box, the little box there at the bottom of the antenna where your coax goes in, mine has problems. So I thought, well, I'll just buy a new box and put it on mine. I'm going to put it up kind of for a reference antenna. That new box was like $175. I said, well, I'll just do without it. So my RA is laying down at the edge of the woods, laying on the ground. I probably would give you some needy ham.
Yeah, for $175, they can have a nice antenna.
You see those tables I've got? Those were built for me by WA4KZY, who is now Silent Key.
I think the new tower is going to go beyond the RA. See if I can bring that picture up.
Out towards the, look like I see a Bradford pear tree out there.
Yeah, it's going to be, before there to the right. Yeah, it's where you can't see the tree that's the wind is hiding the tree. There's a tree back there, and that's about where it's going to be. I think I'm going to cut that tree down. That's where the tower's going to be.
Is that the front yard or the backyard or the side yard?
It's the front yard.
Now just look at your guy wires to make sure that if they run over some roadway or some area, they're well elevated. So my guy wires, the way my towers are turned, they run down the side of the driveway, or they're over the driveway so high you don't know you're going under guy wires.
It's going to be self-supporting, no guys.
Oh, no guys.
No, self-supporting.
By the way, down there at HP3AK, he had see, I got a picture of it here. I'll send it to you. He had I think it was U.S. Towers, a 64-foot self-supporting backup tower. It really looked good.
Yeah, it's going to be something so I don't have to climb the tower as I age.
Yeah, start thinking about those things.
It'll make it easier to maintain the antenna home.
I can't find his. I guess I didn't take a picture of that tower. Bill, it was self-support, freestanding. And I'm thinking that's what I want to do for this summertime. I looked at the U.S. towers, like they're 72-foot freestanding. I believe it's like $8,000 or $9,000, $10,000.
Yep.
And I thought, well, maybe what I want to look for is a Roan 65.
But if doing the guys, I got the problem of do what happened to Brian. His lawn crew hits the guys, it screws up the tower, and then if I do any work on the antennas, I've got to call somebody in to work on or lower, raise, all that.
If you been out to Brian's house? I mean, when you come up on his 4 towers, you know, they're 200 foot. And when you come up on them, it's like, you know, you think you're coming up on an AM radio station's towers.
No, I have not been out to his house.
I think he's got 4 200-footers, but then there's no antennas on the towers. At least last time I was there was no antennas on them.
Yeah, he's just got the 40-meter wire beam. That's it. Pointed toward Australia. W4ATL.
K4JPD. Yeah, I'm on U.S. Towers website. That 72-foot is really nice, but man, those things.
Well, if I'm going to have a step IR, I'm going to have it so that I can get to it real easy.
If you have the step IR with a 40-meter trombone on it. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd give you everything from 40 through 6 meters. Yeah, the guy where we're at HP3AK, he had two step IRs, one at 50 foot and one at 70 foot. And we'd swap back and forth between the two. Especially if you're changing bands, you don't have to sit there and wait 10 seconds waiting on the antenna to change. You'd have one already preset on the next band you're going to.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
They work well. SWR was nice and low, and he has a little solid state amplifier. We use his ICOM 765 Pro 3, which worked well. That was like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old radio.
Gave up on the computer radio.
We just couldn't get it, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. All of a sudden, I go, man, you fixed the audio, see? You go, yeah, I changed the radio. That was funny.
But it wouldn't have been so funny if it was. And I'm not anti-computer radio. You know, people that are nifty with computers like you, your computer radio sounds marvelous.
Well, but it took a long time to get there. That's the problem with that particular one, is that it's all pretty much experimental software. So you've got to kind of, if you go into it with the mind that you're basically doing an experimental radio, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it just takes a while to get it tweaked and all. And in fact, I could not voice contest for that radio until Brian made a special version of the software for me. Because I couldn't do the voice keying and the Vox mic at the same time. And Brian fixed it.
Yeah, well, see, my host down there was he was hesitant to do anything. I said, but your audio is screwed up. It's got noise on the audio. And if we're going to have people calling us in mass, we've got to have good, strong audio.
Well, did he realize his radio did that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see it on the scope when you transmit. You can key the rig, not say a word, and you'd see like there's noise on the transmit signal.
And a bunch of power going out.
Yeah.
But you know, what I'm saying is the odor, did he realize that it did that?
I don't know how he could not. I mean, it's right there on the scope. You see it. But anyway, he didn't seem like that was a problem.
Oh, okay. Well, he probably has always done that, known it, but just, you know, you can still make contact. So I guess he figured that was good enough.
Well, you know, the first time I listened on his radio on 40 meters, I said, "This Intermod, all in this is Intermod." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Your North floor is S9." He said, "Well, run 20, 30 dBs of attenuation." I said, "I don't want to attenuate. I want to hear what's coming in." But the North floor, I said, that's not atmospheric noise. It's voices. You know how you hear that, just a rumble. And I attribute that to a super sensitive computer radio, but there should have been some way to make that radio work on 40 meters without having to run 30 dBs of attenuation.
Yeah, well, the software-defined radios, they operate different from these superhits, and you really do. I do run some attenuation, and what you look for is to improve your signal to noise. So I will, on each band, basically 80 and 40, 160, 80, and 40, you put in enough attenuation so that your signal to noise increases, and that's the difference.
Yeah, and that kind of goes contrary. I don't run preamps. Like right now. I'm on IPO 1 on this 5,000, but I don't run amp 1 and amp 2 on 40 meters. There's no need. All I'm doing is just increasing the noise. But I'm increasing the noise when I do that. When I was the atmospheric noises. But what I was hearing on his radio, and again it could be because of our close proximity to the equator, what I was hearing was intermod from other stations on the band, or shortwave stations. I'm not sure who it was, but it was not atmospheric rushing noises, it was intermod noises.
Yeah, I bet you if you fiddle with that attenuator selector on the left of there, that would go away and your signal to noise would increase.
Yeah, well, anyway, so between the two, and them not being able to keep the voice radio, and I could see like going for the whole weekend. Obviously, we didn't need it a whole lot because once we established a frequency somewhere, it was so funny. I could go to a band and call CQ, and I'd get a couple of takers. But then I'd ask the guy to spot me on a packet cluster, and as soon as he spotted me on the packet cluster, it was all hell broke loose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can tell when you get spotted, all of a sudden there's a pileup.
Yeah, K4JPD.
W4ATM.
Yeah, you could sure tell. And you'd have this massive pileup, and you'd weed your way through the pileup, and after a little bit, this is one thing I'm going to say, it has to have something to do with age. I have worked pileup out of the country before, and would do it on end, for hours on end. But sitting there at Jay's running a big, massive pileup, and the morning times were the biggest pileups. Say like on 20, when you first appear on 20 meters, all of a sudden there are like 300 people calling. And you're going as fast as you can, logging as fast as you can, picking the calls out of the pile as fast as you can. After about an hour and a half or 2 hours, I turned to Brian. Brian would come in and say, how you doing? I said, I'm ready for you to take over.
Yeah.
It mentally would drain me, Sherman.
Yeah, it does, and I think that's why with the expeditions, I've talked to Bob often about that. He said that when he goes on the expeditions, they'll have like a 2-hour shift, so the operators will work for 2 hours on the pileup, and then they'll rotate just because it's so draining.
Yeah, that's what. Well, as it turns out, we got through our 5,300 contacts. I've made 2,300, and Brian made 3,000.
Well, if you see that the last picture I sent, there's a tree to the left there that's going to go away. I think that's about where the tower's going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Oh yeah, that's a good picture.
And that's going to be pretty much in the middle of the yard. And that's just a straight shot from the shack entry point straight out.
How's your surrounding? Well, you don't really know. You haven't been up on the tower. You don't know over the trees. Are you at least level in all directions?
No, it is kind of a hole here. There's a pretty good hill to the south of me, about a eighth of a mile away or so. It's pretty close. It's a good sized hill. This is not the best location as far as height or anything.
Oh, I see a wire running out there next to the driveway. What is that looping to?
Oh, that's going to my 80-meter double bazooka. That's the 80-meter double bazooka coax.
By the way, I've got some easy hang slingshots with weights if you need to get something up really high. If you've got any tall trees you're going to look to get over.
Oh, I got an easy hang too. That's a great tool.
Yeah, and you and after you've done it for a while, I can now go out and look at the top of a real tall tree, put my little weight in there, pull it back, and put it exactly over the top of the tree.
It's a pretty easy way of doing it. I put up many a dipole by myself with that thing.
The hardest part about it is finding the little yellow weight on the other end.
Yeah. Once you got that, yeah, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, I've got a system. I've got the kite string that I'll use to pull back to my fishing string, and then I'll pull up the dipole rope. Once I get the dipole rope tied up, I can pull it to anything.
Yep. W4ATL.
K4JVD. Thank you for these pictures. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to be doing. So there we go. That's the plan. I gotta get it done.
Yeah. Let me know when it's time to pull the antenna up.
Will do. Actually the pull is going to be a motorized, so it'll go up by itself. It's the actually just assembling it, putting it all together. I gotta pick a day for that. Gotta order it first.
Yeah. Is that you think about what's that called? A step out or is it a 4-element or a 3-element with a 40-meter add-on?
It's the 3-element with the 40 meters, so it's two elements on 40, and I think basically 3 on the rest.
That will work great. And what about 60 feet? How you have it?
It's going to be about 70 foot. That's the 70-foot level.
Perfect. I think I told you into Europe, a little side mounted KT36XA at 50 foot. It's right above the 50-foot guy wire. The KT36XA into Europe always beats 100 foot high into Europe. So you'll be massive on 20 meters into Europe.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, and just something that's simple, easy, and
long lasting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with a step IR, you got moving parts, but since I can lower it, I'll be able to lower it. At least I can work on it without having to climb up, lower the antenna, raise it, all that kind of nonsense.
On this W4GK Apple Chaz cone, Dave Johnson put his step IR up about 10 years ago. I wonder if it still works. I don't ever talk to Chaz cone.
I don't know.
Just wonder if it still works or not.
I hadn't heard anything about that, but I didn't know that. I'd probably send him an email and ask him. But for people that with the latest mods, those step IRs, that they've evidently are pretty reliable. Now Joe's, one of his tapes came loose, so he had to pull his down and get it back, fix it and put it back up. But he had the replacement part. He just had to get somebody to help him do it.
I just sent you the link to ZF1A. He's the guy that beat us. But they had about 10 operators, and I'm not going to start making excuses. He only had one radio, but he did have a lot of operators.
Yeah, he probably had. I bet you they had a plan too, as far as when they're going to be on and what bands and all that. They probably they probably maximize their multipliers too.
Yeah, if you had enough operators so you could do that, so he could be off somewhere. They changed the rules a little bit. You can only change bands as a multi-single like 10 times in an hour, but that's 10 multipliers. You know, so you got one guy tuning on 20 while you're on 15 running. And we could have done that down there because we had two step-out R antennas. So we could have had, if we had two workable stations, we could have had one guy on 20 looking for multipliers. And we actually, you know, if you work enough stations and you're active enough, we almost had all the multipliers on 20, 15, and 10. We missed a few of the Canadians that one multiplier. I can't even pronounce it. New rods or something. What was that thing?
That's right, limited to 10 band changes per clock hour, yep.
So, you know, that means you can work 10 you get 10 multipliers on the other bands just by keying down and working them while your guys, you know, he takes a brief pause in his pileup.
Yeah, just count and make sure what you do, yeah.
Well, actually, you know, not DX-Base, N1MM actually had a clock up there, and it had a clock running up there that number of band changes in the last hour.
Oh, I didn't know it did that. Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the latest one, and I don't know because of where we were or what, but they had a little bitty box up there. Maybe it's because we had multi-single. It had a little box up on the left, and it did two things. One, it did time elapsed since the last QSO, and the other thing, the other little box said number of band changes in the last hour. Yeah, that was on M1MM.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, I guess if you went and worked a multiplier and went back to your pilot, that'd be 2 band changes.
Yeah, absolutely. And every once in a while, we would change bands and then come back, and it'd say, you change bands twice in the last hour.
Yeah.
But the thing I liked was, and the first night was really bad because there's a lot of static, a lot of noises. Oh, and we had, he didn't have his Waller antenna hooked up, so we were listening on the transmit vertical antenna on 80 and 160. And so we virtually didn't work much of anything on 160 or 80. There was one time in the middle of the night, my rate for the hour got down to like, 3 or 4 contacts, like about 4 a.m. On 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, I got down to like 10 or 15 contacts in an hour. But just because there was nobody there.
Good morning, Steve. 10-4 said that.
Started coming up, as soon as 40, he just got cranked up. But then on the second night, we hooked up the Waller antenna to the ICOM. You push a little receive antenna button up there, and anyway, you could receive on the Waller antenna, and all of a sudden, life was good.
M4 said that.
Hey, Don, how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. Sorry you didn't take number 1, but I only got on 10 meters just for a little bit to run pileups, and only put 4.5 hours in. But great score anyway. Sorry you had some problems there. I was going to ask Sherman. Sherman, did you buy your? I think you've got the DB18. Did you buy that new?
Well, I haven't bought anything yet, but I will be buying it new, yeah.
Okay. I just happen to have a DB18. I had to take it down on the ground. It's been down a couple of other times, but it was on a fixed tower, so I don't have a crank up. So it's a lot of problems. I probably will not put my DB18 back up. It is a good working antenna, but you're doing the right thing. Crank up tower.
Yeah, so you say your DB18 wasn't very reliable.
Well, no, it would last. I think I had 10 years of it.
believe that's when I bought it. And I took it down to upgrade at one time. And let's see, did have we had a big storm, and I had to lower it a second time to repair one of the ends. They updated those ends. They're very strong now. And the third time, it's down now. But no, it's pretty reliable. I'm not sure what's wrong with this. I didn't open up an EHU yet. It could be an EHU that messed up. But I've pretty much decided if I hit the crank-up tower, I'd keep it. But now that it's down, I think I'm going all aluminum on this second tower I've got over.
Yeah, that would be, that's the kind of my feeling that I would never do one if I had a guide tower and had to lower it down. I would just do aluminum. But I want to be able to go at least 2 elements on 40, and then all the bands, including Warwick. If I was just into contesting and just 20, 15, 10, and 40, I probably would do aluminum. But I want to do the Warwick bands too, because I've been DXing more than contesting here lately. W4ATL. That's what you want to do. It's a great antenna. Got the 180 and all that. Turned it into a dipole if you don't want a beam. Yeah, plus you get full bandwidth on 40. You do these other like shorty 40s and all, and you're kind of restricted in bandwidth on 40 meters.
Well, they're pretty good. I put up a JK, just the driven element. So it's a rotary dipole on 40. That thing pretty much covers the whole band here on 40, believe it or not. It's pretty amazing. He guarantees you 250 KC, and this one appears to be doing a little bit better than that.
Oh, the JK2 element?
No, it's a single element, and that's, it's a dipole. My 40-meter dipole covers I've got a reference 40-meter dipole, Don, and it covers the whole band, so I can see where a single element would be a lot easier than a 2 or 3 or 4 element Yankee to cover the whole band.
Yeah, and this thing is only 47 feet long. So, it's got a big loading coil on both sides. I'm cutting out. Does not interact with the other bands. Yeah, so they came a long way with the broadbanding these short antennas. This JK does a better job than the very popular the little 2-element, and you can get a rotary dipole. What's the company? Cushcraft.
Yeah.
Those things are really popular, but they're not as broadbanded as the JK antennas.
Well, I have the 4-element KLM or M squared, but it has a long cell, so it covers the entire band. Right now, 1.2 to 1 on this frequency.
Yeah.
But it's a big antenna. It weighs a lot. Sherman helped me put this antenna up. It weighs 100 pounds. And it works, fabulous.
Yeah, so Sherman, what I'm going to do, got the 40 meter on this second tower rotary. I also have a 2-element 40 on the big tower. And I'm going to put let me just go to the foot switch so it doesn't cut out. I ordered a mostly trapped dipole for 30, 17, and 12. So I'm going to put that up there and run it a different direction from the 40 to make sure that there's absolutely no interaction. So that's going to be my approach to getting on the work band when I want to. Since it's not a contest, I don't need the extra 3 or 4 dB from a reflector. Go ahead.
Yep, that makes sense. I did look pretty hard at those JK 2-element antennas too, because I was going to do a JK 2-element on 40, and then something else below it. But I think I'm just going to stick with the step IR and just get all the warp bands and the full bandwidth and all that. So, and the loading's going to be a little bit less.
Yeah, those things are pricey now. I've got a friend that just south of me, AD4EB, he bought one. I don't know, those things are way up there. I'm going to sell this one. Preferably would like to get a local, but it's mechanically in good shape. You know, you'd want to repaint the fiberglass, but I'm not sure if it's an EHU out or a relay. So just to let you know that. But you're a bit far, Atlanta. So I'm hoping I can find a home around here close. Somebody can just come by and get this stepper.
Yep, just get it, get it off your hands there. All right. Very good. Yeah, well, I got it'll be a little bit before I start doing anything, I guess.
Well, you got your tower, right?
No, I don't like it. Oh, my amp cut out.
I noticed something happened.
Yeah.
Steve, I've got to run, buddy. I'm sorry to bust in on you like that. We got to go over and have a windshield put in, so got a 10 o'clock appointment. I better take off. She'll be hollering, "Are you ready?" And I'm not ready yet. We got to leave in about 20 minutes. K4JPD, take care, Steve Sherman, enforce that.
Well, good to see you on Wednesday. You remember working me in your pilot?
Yeah, I think I do. I'll have to look back. But I do, briefly. I'm glad you reminded me about that. I'm glad we got each other over.
Yeah, I usually get you in the early morning. I usually get you in the early morning session. You and John Laney, and I guess K3WW. I worked W2GD, John Carvalho, whatever his name is. I worked him. Always trying to find you guys. Yeah, we worked you last Wednesday, and but it was quick. We usually don't have much to say, which is good. I'll see you, Don. Take care, pal.
Yeah, and I heard you talk about the pile-ups and, you know, how much time you can stand it. I tell you, even from here, from Tennessee, the Europeans, when they find you, I mean, it was about all I wanted. I don't know how many were calling, but, you know, it will wear on you pretty fast now that we're older over.
So, well, you know, if there are 2 or 3 calling, your rate can really stay up there, especially if they're real steady where you're getting whole complete calls. You know, one of the things that really aggravates me is either one, not keeping the cadence steady. And the other one is not getting a complete call. So it's like, okay, which does it take longer in between between responding and get a complete call, or get partial calls and go back to them. And of course, I try to break all the guys that are trying to send their last 2. I don't want last 2. That's not a call. But anyway, you know the drill on that a lot better than I do. But it was fun. I sent you a copy of our band breakdown, Don. I just sent that up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's best. I mean, if I hear 2 letters, I don't know if it's in the front part or the back. If I hear a good, I don't know, Zulu Japan or something, you know, I say, okay, ZJ only, and just I don't know. You know, I go at it differently, just depending on how many's calling. Well, if it's a beehive of them, and I can get any partial, I take that partial just to try to speed it up a little bit.
Oh, I understand. Well, you know, and one thing I used to do back in the days of old was DQ Worldwide down in the Caribbean was I'd quit giving my call after a while. I know how bad that aggravates me. But that would certainly start thinning out the pileup. But now the rules, the ARRL contest, you as a DX station, you've got to give your call every so often. I forgot what it was. We just gave it a whole lot. We just did HP3AK QRZ or yes, HP3 QSL HP3AK. And anyway, pushing the buttons was pretty good. But if you really got a fast run, and I guess I forgot what we got our rates around, maybe 150 an hour or something. I'll have to go back and look at the rate chart again. But that's, you know, 2 a minute. That's a pretty good clip, I guess. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe we got up to about 300. Anyway, I know you're going down. We'll see you, bud. Good luck with your windshield. See you next Wednesday, N4ZZ, K4JPD.
Yeah, I better run. And the deal is on that windshield, it's a CRV Honda. And I bet you that little speck on that windshield is maybe a 16th or an eighth, no bigger than an eighth of an inch long. If it were very narrow, I could barely see it. But it's right where the camera is looking out the front windshield. And when we took it to CRV Honda, or the Honda people, he said, before I run $160 diagnostics on this, I think you ought to just go ahead and use your insurance and get that windshield. He said it's probably going to clear up the warning signs we're getting. Anyway, take care, buddy. Until next time. Sherman, thank you. Good luck with the antenna project. N4ZZ.
See you later, Don. And yeah, Sherman sent me a text message that his antenna was something with a muck with that. We'll see you later. Time for me to go eat breakfast. N4ZZ, K4JPD. Good morning. Sherman will give you a call on the phone if your antenna's messed up.
All I want is 5 to 10. Now, again, that's probably the least amount we are doing it.
Somebody
Charlie Golf Yankee.
Security, you try to keep security up on them, but, you know, the hackers, you just not, that's my worst fear, is just being hacked. It's just an there's so much information out there, you know, that if you need to know something, you can usually find it, right? Oh yeah, that's me, Roger. I do know what you're saying there. That's me. When I have left the house and got down the road, and it depends on how far I get down the road and where I'm going, whether I turn around and come back and get it, you know. And the whole time, if I leave it here, I'm saying, man, you know, just hope nothing happens. I'm going to get up and go around me something that deep, Roger. I enjoyed it, and maybe Billy will get to feeling better, and a lot of people probably went to that ham fest, but I'm going to get in here and get something to eat. You and your wife, y'all have a great day, sir, and we'll catch up later. KW4ES.
Okay, thought I'd check down here. Starting on my little to-do list right here.
Two of you, one at a time, please.
Que te saludaron ahí.
good news. I've been jumping up and down like that. Good morning, good Saturday morning. Hey, good news, Dr. Dre. Come here, bye, bye, bye. Hey, good news. Mother Nature bipolar in the boom boom room this morning. I've been jumping up and down like Jay Brown calling your name. Hey, good news, Dr. Dre. Good morning, around Lake City, Florida, Dr. Dre. Good news. No contact on Good News, Lake City, Florida. Dre, rocking the lane. Popping that wheel, blah, blah, blah.
Julius will Antigua, rocking on.
It's going between -10 and -5. Why about it is so out of field because, you know, you're not
What is it, 7584?
Alvin, New York.
Oklahoma.
Again, Alpha Romeo Romeo. Whiskey, repeat the call sign?
Whiskey 1, Alpha Romeo.